Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good Sunday afternoon. This is a beautiful, beautiful day. Um, Happy Labor Day weekend. This is like sort of kind of the official ending of the summer and getting ready to start into this fall, into the winter, and just I'm excited about it. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about it. This has been a great, great, great year, but for some reason, I feel like something major is getting ready to happen. Um, Towards the ending of the year. So these last few months, I'm really, really stoked about what is going to happen, not just for me, but the people around me. And I hope you feel the same way. It is a brand new month, September, man. And these months are flying by so fast. Last week or last month, actually, we were talking about tapping into that inner strength and finding that inner self and all of that stuff. Um, Great feedback from you guys. I really, really appreciate you so much. This month, we're going to start a new topic this month, and it is simply I want to, how do I say, I have talked to so many people over the last few weeks in particular. And, as we are closing out or coming to the end of a brand new year, a lot of people are like, I'm still in the same place that I was at the beginning of the year. Not a lot has changed. Things haven't happened for me like I thought they were going to happen this year. And I'm sort of kind of in this place of stagnancy. And I just want to feel like I'm moving forward. And I think that that's a whole lot of people. Like over the last few weeks, that's been what everybody's been saying to me. And the people that I talk to, it's simply like, how do I go from here to there? How do I get there? I know that there's more. I feel like there's more. I want there to be more, but I struggle with where to begin and how to start. So this month, the topic that we're going to focus on is starting where you stand. Starting where you stand. That's the best place to start. I saw a shirt. I was at a conference last weekend and I saw the shirt. This lady had this shirt on and it blew my mind. I took a picture of it because she was saying that what was on her shirt said, "Don't trip over what's behind you." And I was like, wow, that is major. Don't trip over what's behind you. And so many times, instead of moving forward, we spend so much time in our past and what we've dealt with and what we have had happen to us in our past that we become just stagnant and we won't let stuff go. So, in order for you to move forward, in order for you to keep moving on this journey called life, your life in particular, you got to start where you stand. There's a saying, and I can't quite remember, it's a quote that says, "The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step." And so many of us are afraid to take that first step into what is new. And most of us fear the unknown. So we have a very difficult time moving forward from where we stand. And I don't believe for 1 minute that life is meant to be lived in one place. I don't believe for a moment that life is meant to be stagnant. Anything that doesn't change or doesn't grow or doesn't move atrophies. And when things atrophy, they become hard and stiff and they become easily broken. Think about the trees, the small trees. If once they die, the sap stops flowing through it. They atrophy. They become stiff and hardened, and they're easily broken by anything. I mean, anything can break them. Appreciate you guys, Derek. Thank you for joining me, Catherine and Denise. I appreciate you guys for being here. Just doing something really quick. I know you guys have family over, probably doing cookouts and stuff. That's what we're doing, and just trying to get back with my family for this holiday weekend. But I just wanted to make sure that I dropped this little seed. If you've been struggling and dealing with like you haven't been moving forward this year, and here we are in September, and you still feel like you're in the exact same place that you were in January. Things need to change, and the change has to start with you. Okay, you can't expect anybody. You can't say, well, so and so didn't happen, so I didn't move, or this didn't happen, so that, or so and so did this to me, or whatever. You've got to learn how to take your life into your own hands and be responsible for your journey. Be responsible for your struggles, your successes, and everything, because it happens. That's how you move forward. Deontay says, "Hey man, I've been going through so much and I've been having crazy thoughts. This year didn't go the way I thought it would. Part of it was my own self. And also certain things happened that are beyond my control. I have completely lost myself, and I believe I have lost my faith. Well, what I would say to that is the only person that can find you, Deontay, is you. And you have to start where you are right now. Look within. Sometimes we think that what we deem as failures are something bad that God didn't want to say. You know, failure to me is just simply God's redirection. He is redirecting me, saying, okay, where you are is not the direction that you need to go in. So I'll cause this to fail just so that you can sit back, regroup, and go in another direction. You know, this won't succeed because I've got something better for you. And I've got something that's way, way, way better. So I'm going to let this not happen. I'm going to let this fall through. I'm going to let you fail at this or not succeed at that, only because there is something better for you. There is a different plan that God has for you. And that's how God gets us back on the right track, Deontay. You know, this year you've got plenty of time to bounce back. You've got plenty of time to regroup, sit down, process your thoughts, and figure out another way. Watch God show you another way simply because he's trying to redirect you. Derek says, yes, we need to self-reflect and set goals for where you want to with the time. Absolutely. And that is called moving forward. You know, a lot of times when we do goal setting, we set these astronomical goals that takes us forever to reach, as opposed to starting, say, by the end of the month, by the end of the year, you want to make $20,000. And that's all you focus on, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. So why don't you work your way, set little benchmark goals that will allow you to know that you're moving forward. You know, by the end of the month, I'll have $3,000. By the end of next month, I'll have $4,000, and so forth and so on. And you can see that you're moving forward. The problem is that we set goals way, way, way too big. And when we don't do anything to show us that we're moving forward, chances are you're not moving forward. Yeah, Derek, be accountable for you. Absolutely. You have to know that. You have to be accountable for you. You're the main star in this play called life. In your life, you are the star. You're the star on stage, and you get to determine who's going to be on the stage with you. You absolutely do. And what role they're going to play in your life. So start where you stand. You know, stop looking back, Deontay, for you feeling like, you know, this is not happening the way. Right where you are, figure out the next plan of action and implement that plan of action. That's what happens when you're trying to move forward. So what I want you guys to do over the next few days is simply think about where you are right now. Think about where you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and that's a good starting point. That is the absolute starting point. I saw another quote this guy had. I think it was on a shirt too or something. It says day one or one day. And I think most of us are caught up in the cycle of one day. One day I'll change the way I eat. One day I'll go apply for that job. One day I'll do this. Or it could actually have the different mindset of saying day one, today is today that I'm going to do this. Today is the day that my diet and eating habits change. Today is the day that I'll go apply for that job, even though I know I'm not qualified for it. You know, it's either one day or day one, and you get to decide that. That's it. This is the only thing that you have is right now. You don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow's not ever going to happen. Do you know that? Tomorrow will never happen, because when tomorrow comes, guess what it'll be? It'll be now. So the only thing that we have is now. So embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, and let it work for you. Take a moment and sit back over the next few days until we come together next Sunday again. I want you to just sit back. And if it's anywhere you think you need to be, anywhere you want to be, today, start where you stand. All right? Listen, my family's waiting on me. I'm going to go and eat. I want you guys to enjoy this weekend, enjoy the day. Remember, today is the perfect day to start. It's either day one or one day for you. You get to decide. And you have to be accountable for the life that you want. It's nobody else's responsibility to make sure you have a certain kind of life. That's your responsibility. It's your journey, your plan. Either you're going to make it work or it's not going to work. Because if you don't make it work, chances are you're going to be right here next year at the very same place at the very same time. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Wonderful next couple of days. Great week, and we'll talk again next Sunday. Have a good one.